In the annals of the 20th century, one name echoes with the spirit of France itself: Charles de Gaulle. A man whose towering presence and unyielding will would twice save his nation from the brink of collapse. Born in 1890 from a young age, de Gaulle was imbued with a deep sense of French history and a conviction of its greatness. He chose the path of a soldier, graduating from the prestigious Saint-Cyr Military Academy, destined for a life of service. His courage was tested in the crucible of the First World War, where he was wounded multiple times and spent years as a prisoner of war, his mind constantly turning over the lessons of modern combat. In the interwar years, he became a military theorist, a lonely voice advocating for the revolutionary potential of armored divisions and mobile warfare. His ideas, however, were largely dismissed by the French High Command, a decision they would come to regret. When the Second World War erupted and Germany's blitzkrieg shattered the French defenses in 1940, de Gaulle, now a brigadier general, led one of the few effective counterattacks with his armored division. Appointed to a junior cabinet post in the desperate final days, he vehemently opposed the government's move to seek an armistice. For him, surrender was unthinkable. While his government prepared to yield, de Gaulle made a fateful choice. He boarded a plane to London, carrying with him nothing but the honor of France. From the BBC studios on June 18, 1940, he broadcast his historic appeal. He declared to the French people that the war was not over, that the flame of French resistance must not be extinguished. This single broadcast was the spark that created the Free French movement. From a handful of followers, he built an army, a navy, and a government in exile, fighting alongside the Allies and ensuring that the voice of a free France was never silenced. His stubborn insistence on France's sovereignty often put him at odds with Churchill and Roosevelt, but it was a price he was willing to pay. The liberation of Paris in August 1944 was his vindication. De Gaulle triumphantly walked down the Champs-Élysées, a living symbol of a nation reborn. He led the provisional government, but frustrated with party politics, resigned in 1946, beginning his years in the wilderness. He wrote his masterful war memoirs, waiting for France to call upon him again. That call came in 1958. With France mired in the Algerian War and on the verge of civil war, the nation turned to the one man they believed could unite them. De Gaulle returned to power on the condition that he could draft a new constitution. Thus, the Fifth Republic was born, with a strong presidency at its core, an office he would be the first to hold. As president, he ended the war in Algeria, withdrew France from NATO's integrated military command to assert its independence, and developed the country's own nuclear deterrent. He weathered the massive student and worker protests of May 1968, but a year later, after losing a referendum on regional reform, he immediately resigned, true to his principles. Charles de Gaulle retreated to his home to write, passing away in 1970. He left behind a legacy of profound patriotism, a modern republic, and an idea of France, une certaine idée de la France, that continues to shape its destiny.